Major changes are coming to a historic stretch of the coastline on the peninsula. It's known as one of the oldest nude beaches in the state. We're talking about San Gregorio Ranch, about 10 miles south of Half Moon Bay. The once privately owned property was acquired by the state park system. It's now part of the San Gregorio State Beach. That means clothes will now be mandatory. Suji Nam has more on the end of an era and the other changes you'll see at the newly expanded beach.
Oh, look at the fishermen down there.
Elizabeth Gadd loves visiting San Gregorio State Beach.
There's an even bigger opportunity for more people to enjoy it, even more time.
And she is thrilled that the beach is expanding with the addition of a half-mile stretch of undeveloped land with sweeping views of the Pacific, known as San Gregorio Ranch. The formerly private ranch, adjacent to the beach, spans 245 acres and sits at the junction of Highway 1 and 84. In the 1960s, the previous owner reached an agreement with the nonprofit Peninsula Open Space Trust with the intent of protecting the property's recreational and agricultural value. The nonprofit recently bought the ranch for $10 million and is donating it to the state.
Not common to get a piece of California that has really not been developed and have it be an opportunity to add to public land.
Santa Cruz District Superintendent Chris Sporer said with this new property comes regulations.
Clothing optional recreation won't be allowed in the future, but it's something that we appreciate as the history.
San Gregorio Ranch, with its isolated shores, is known to be one of California's oldest nude beaches. But now, a sign posted at the entrance of the beach walkway is prohibiting just that.
Education outreach contact is always going to be our first effort. Fines and citations, things like that, are really reserved for our uncooperative, like non-compliance, but don't really expect to see a lot of that.
Being under state parks means there will now be a park ranger and maintenance patrol monitoring this new part of the beach.
It was a really big community center.
Peg Danielson respects the history of the ranch, and as the operations director for Friends of Santa Cruz State Parks, she is looking forward to maintaining the land moving forward.
Got some fishermen over there, got some people walking around. People are using it. People are loving it already. The man who owned the property was really interested in conservation. If you see behind me, there's this dune grass, and that's I think it's a really rare thing, a beautiful thing for people to get to experience.
And while it comes at a cost for beachgoers who enjoyed the freedom of being clothes-free, for others,
I think such a quintessential California experience with having small town, farms, ocean.
They're optimistic about expanding and preserving the stunning California landscape for generations to come.
Meanwhile, the American Association for Nude Recreation sent us a statement saying in part, quote, "The private beach at San Gregorio is distinguished by its long history of clothing optional use. It's hard to improve on the fundamentals that nature has to offer."